Greetings, friends! Here is a traveler. I want to share with you about the 5 most interesting places in the city of Tokyo. This video will be useful for those who are planning to visit the Japanese capital because it will help you understand what you can do here and what is worth seeing. Japan is a country with a rich history and unique culture. Despite its small area, about 378,000 square kilometers, it is one of the most densely populated countries in the world. More than 125 million people live on 30% of the flat territory, as 70% of the country is occupied by mountains. Tokyo is served by 2 international airports, Haneda and Narita. Most tourists arrive in Narita, where the day is unusually quiet and calm. Here you will find friendly customs officers who are happy to welcome guests. For example, foreigners are allowed to import up to 400 cigarettes, while for the Japanese this norm is only 200. Prices for souvenirs in Narita are almost identical to other cities in Japan, so even if you forget to buy something, you can catch up at the airport. However, there is one drawback: the distance from Tokyo. The airport is about 60 kilometers from the city, and a taxi ride can be expensive. Therefore, it is better to use public transport. Japan is characterized by a homogeneous population. More than 98% of the inhabitants are ethnic Japanese. There are few permanent residents here, and they are mostly students, professionals, or members of Japanese families. It is almost impossible to obtain refugee status in Japan, so there are practically no migrants here. One of the features of Japan is a large number of centenarians. According to data for 2023, the country has more than 70,000 people over the age of 100, of which about 63,000 are women. Therefore, walking around Tokyo, you can meet many active grandmothers. Tokyo does not impress with its fabulous architecture. The suburbs of the city are built up with many microscopic houses, and even in the center there are no special frills. Tokyo's architecture is mostly practical and functional, as the country faces earthquakes and tsunamis every year. Tokyo's climate also has its own characteristics. Summers are hot and humid, while winters are mild and rainy. The city authorities even asked to move the 2020 Olympics to autumn because of the too hot summer. In addition, typhoons often occur in Tokyo, which can lead to the evacuation of residents. One of the busiest places in Tokyo is the Tokyo train station. More than 4,000 trains and about 500,000 passengers pass through it every day. Shinjuku Station, which is considered the busiest in the world, receives 3.5 million people daily. Tokyo Imperial Palace is another famous landmark of the city. Although its territory is almost always closed to tourists, you can visit the Oriental Garden, which is part of the complex. This is a well-kept park where you can enjoy harmony with the surrounding nature. Ginza is a shopping district where you can find everything your heart desires. Here you can find both expensive luxury brands and more affordable stores. Ginza is famous for its expensive real estate, but this is not always reflected in the prices. In stores, here you can find interesting and unique items at affordable prices. One of the most popular places on Ginza is the Nissan Crossing showroom. Here, you can see the latest concepts from Nissan for free, and on the second floor there is a cafe with the world's first coffee printer. You can have a coffee with your portrait printed on it. Tsukiji Fish Market is another interesting place in Tokyo. It is known for its famous tuna auctions, where you can see giant fish that can cost up to several $1,000,000. However, now only the foreign market remains on the market, where you can try fresh sushi and sea delicacies. Conveyor restaurants are another feature of Japanese cuisine. Here, you can choose the dishes that pass by you on the feed. This is a democratic way to try a variety of dishes at affordable prices. In such restaurants, it is not customary to leave a tip. Public transport in Tokyo is another pride of the city. It has the world's largest railway network, serving 158 lines and more than 2,000 stations. Tokyo has 2 subways, each with its own stations, fares, and trains. To use public transport, we recommend purchasing a Google Maps map and a local SIM card. Shinto and Buddhism are the 2 main religions of Japan that coexist peacefully. The vast majority of Japanese people practice both religions at the same time. The most visited Buddhist temple in Tokyo is Sensoji, which was founded in the 7th century. Here, you can see the giant temple gate and walk along the street where locals have been selling souvenirs for more than 300 years. The Meiji Emperor Memorial Museum is a large Shinto shrine built in the Shibuya area about 100 years ago. He enjoys absolute authority among the Japanese. Shinto temples have their own characteristics. The traditional torii gate, a water tank for washing hands and mouth, and the sale of ema tablets on which visitors leave their wishes. Shibuya Junction is one of the busiest places in the world. During peak hours, it can be crossed simultaneously by up to 5,000 people. This place has become a symbol of Tokyo and a must-see for tourists. There is also a monument to Hachiko, a dog that has become a symbol of loyalty. Odaiba Island is another interesting place in Tokyo. It used to be a dump, but now it is a popular holiday destination. You can get to the island by a special train. The island is home to numerous exhibitions, shopping and entertainment centers, a Ferris wheel and an innovative digital art museum. It also has its own Statue of Liberty. Despite the fact that Tokyo became the capital of Japan only in 1868, many of its attractions have a rich history. For example, Kyoto is an ancient city that is famous for its temples and shrines. Here you can see the Kyoto Temple with 1,000 statues of the goddess Kannon and the Shinto shrine Inari, with corridors from the traditional Torii Gate. Nora City is another interesting place in Japan. There are more than 1,000 tame deer that roam the streets freely. The Todaiji complex is located on the territory of the city with the largest wooden statue of the Buddha and a 15-meter bronze statue.
I'm not just code. I'm your friend. I'm Bob.
Tokyo's Skytree is the tallest TV tower in the world, which was built in 2012. Its height is 630 meters, and it is a symbol of Tokyo. From the top of the tower, you can enjoy a stunning view of the city. I hope this video was useful for you. If you liked it, please like it and subscribe to the channel. Bye.